Some mornings the world decides to turn you into the villain and doesn't even bother to warn you. I was standing just 3 inches from Karen Whitlock, counting the years I'd get if I let my anger do the talking and shoved her through her own damn front door. Haven't decided yet. Maybe 5, maybe 10. That smile on her face, all frozen and lemon-scented, never reaches her eyes. She acts like she owns the dirt under her porch. Technically now she does moved in 6 months ago, ran away from a fancy zip code, landed next to my ranch, and figured that made her sheriff. Trouble is, I already had the job elected, sworn, still shaking the ashes off my boots from the last meth lab fire out at the trailer park. She stands there in her oversized shades, barefoot, holding a citation with a red border like I'm supposed to bow and scrape. I don't even look at the paper. I watch her fingers clench just a bit too tight, all control and no kindness. She says vehicle infraction. You've had that truck out in full view of the road 3 days running. It's my ranch, I tell her. That's my driveway. She tilts her head bird-like, says I'm violating the community vehicle display code. Managed community not gated, she chirps. The urge to laugh nearly slips out, but my old hound Buster gets there first, low growl rumbling from the porch. Karen flinches, then tries to get brave. Call him off, she orders. I step closer. She steps back. I'll call him off when you're off my land. She doesn't leave, just jams that citation into my hand, all sugary poison. Compliance is not optional, Sheriff. Watching her walk off, filming me over her shoulder, I figure she's already dreaming up captions. Local sheriff threatens HOA president. I turn the citation over. No real name, just HOA code 4.2 printed on cheap paper, probably by someone who still pays for AOL. Buster barks again, sharp or urgent. I turn to see 2 county units pulling up my drive. Deputies I don't know. The tall one keeps his hand near his belt. Sir, we received a complaint from Oak Hills HOA. Do you own this truck? My badge is right there, heavy on my hip. I crack a smile. Nope. Carjacked it. Took her for a spin around my own barn. The younger deputy blinks. The mood shifts. Recognition dawns. Our apologies, Sheriff. We'll head out. They leave. Karen's still filming, grinning. Later that day, boots cleaned, sun dropping. Buster's snoozing on the porch. A sharp yelp tears the quiet. I run out. He's limping, paw, twisted ribcage, heaving, and a fresh boot print stamped on his side. Zeke, my boy, 16, stubborn, comes flying out. She was here, he says, jaw set. Filming again. I pick Buster up, careful as glass. The drive to the vet is silent. Cracked ribs, bruising likely from a stomp. Didn't file a report. Didn't call the county. Just sat that night on the porch cooler at my feet, loaded .45 on the rail porch light burning. Zeke next to me saying nothing. Karen's house glows across the road. I lift my hand in a silent salute. No new citation the next morning, just a sign nailed to the gate. This property has been noted for escalating noncompliance. Zeke's name first and last scrawled in block letters. I don't storm over, I don't shout. I start a file date time photo. Next time I'll know exactly where the line gets crossed. There's a lot. I've stomached bar fights, burnt coffee, losing a marriage or two, even running against a vape pen hustler for sheriff. But nothing twists the gut like seeing your own kid's name hammered to the gate like a warning label. Zeke Rivers escalating noncompliance. Zeke doesn't say a word, just stares at the sign, then disappears into the barn. A moment later, he's pounding the heavy bag fists, wild with anger. Gonna wreck your wrists, I tell him. He swings harder. Was it her he pants? I nod. The camera caught her. He lets fly one last punch, stops. She kicked Buster. She called the school. She's just getting started. That chills me deeper than anything. School calls the next day. Principal Gutierrez, all good intentions and old coffee breath. Zeke got in a fight with Tyler Whitlock. Of course. Both boys suspended. Karen's already filed a formal complaint, hostile conduct threats. She's posting on the parent forum. Photos of Buster. The post, this is the kind of animal that raised that boy. Hundreds of comments. Nobody takes it down. That night, Zeke's holed up in his room, scrolling through every bitter word. She's ruining you, he mumbles. No, she's trying. That's different, I say, but I wonder if even I believe it. Couldn't just let it stand. Dug through the county archives, tracked down the original HOA charter. 5 signatures, nothing more than fence heights and dust. Karen's version, dozens of signatures. Fake directors, half the board is dead missing, or fictional. Back at the office, my deputy Cal leafs through a livestock theft file. "You sure you want to poke this?" he asks. "Your kid's the one on that sign." He says it's just business, but there's something behind his eyes I can't quite read. That night, porch quiet, sundown. Karen waves from across the street. No camera, just a smug little smile. I start running property records. 7 homes, all flipped fast, all cash, Cal's name, always the witness. Next morning, a letter. "You're losing control. No signature." That's when something in me snaps from sheriff to soldier. 4 days, no signs, no citations, nothing. Dead quiet, which is worse than war. Fortified. The ranch wiring cameras, motion sensors, traps. Zeke helps not asking questions. Tuesday morning, Zeke calls from the barn. He's found a drone black busted camera intact. We watch the footage together, our porch, our dinner buster in the yard, me shaving in the mirror. The last shot a zoom through the kitchen window. That wasn't surveillance. That was a threat. Town meeting. I lay out the drone stills for everyone, don't mention names. Just facts. The flight path leads straight to Karen's place. Nobody says it, but the air goes heavy. Cal corners me after. "You sure you're not losing it?" he smirks. "You're starting to look like them." I'm not sure he's wrong. Sometimes you become what you fight. Then a motion alert at 2:47 a.m. camera shows a hooded figure planting a box on the south fence. I'm outside in seconds, rifle ready. The figure bolts. I find the box, GPS tracker, still blinking. Cal's gone from the station the next day. Just a sticky note. Sometimes it's just business. The puzzle pieces click. Karen was the noise, Cal was the architect. He'd helped stage violations, bought up property, tied everything to a coming energy corridor. That night, a black SUV pulls up. Corporate-type suits, sunglasses, acting like it's a spy movie. They offer a buyout. I refuse. Show my sidearm and they're gone in under 10 seconds. Zeke cracks the drone encryption. 5 other properties targeted, 1 burned before sale. This is organized. I send it all to Ken, a U.S. Marshal from my old days. Pipeline conspiracy, dirty money, local cops, and HOA run by puppets, I explain. Send it quick. You might be too late. Not long after the phone rings, body found at the county line. Deputy Carson, new dad, good kid, shot point blank. File folder in his pocket, my name, a county map with a red X on my ranch. No way, this is random. The next hours blur, digging through old files, backup drives, reaching out to every contact left from my special enforcement days. That night, 2 black-clad figures breached the property, private security, not county, not HOA. I fire a warning shot, they scatter. But I catch the logo, Oakhurst Energy Security. Ken brings more dirt. Cal tied to a shell firm acquiring land on federal routes. You're the last stop. Carson tried to blow the whistle. That's why he's gone. The truth sets in, this isn't just about my ranch anymore. Zeke finds a confession buried in Cal's cruiser at the impound. Everything spelled out, permits forged, HOA paid off, Carson murdered. We scan back it up, prep it for the world. Cal shows up calm as can be, offers me a deal. Walk away, keep my ranch charges dropped. All I have to do is bury the truth. Did you kill Carson? I ask. He flinches. Didn't have to. That's enough for me. We send it all, confession, drone footage, everything to the press, the feds, everyone. Cal disappears. Karen arrested at her HOA meeting. Face goes slack, pride leaking out her eyes. The firm pulls out, shell companies collapse. Charges stick, fraud, racketeering, animal cruelty. For once, the law bites back. But justice isn't victory. Carson's dead. Zeke's changed. The land carries scars you can't always see. The reinstatement comes. I'm sheriff again. Not pride, just duty. Fortify the ranch file, the paperwork. Zeke gets quieter, watches the fence's plans for the future. You going to be sheriff too, I ask. No, he says, I'll make the rules. Karen's HOA is dead, replaced by a council of neighbors, not wardens. The biggest surprise comes when Karen's son shows up quiet, helps clean the stables. Buster gets a metal bottle cap and paracord. The boy wears it like a king. A black sedan returns envelope at the gate. More counties, more red X's. Be ready, others won't be. That's not a warning, it's a prophecy. Now I sit on my porch as the day fades, watching Zeke and Buster chase the last light. The air finally tastes like home, but peace feels more like a pause than a promise. We didn't outgun them, we outlasted them. That's enough for now. But sometimes the real battle is with yourself. How far do you go to protect what's yours before you become the monster you're fighting? Is there a line where justice just turns into revenge? I've got my own scars, and I know plenty of folks out there do too. So what about you? Ever been pushed to that edge where right and wrong blur out in the dust? Tell me where you'd draw the line, or if you ever had to watch justice come crawling too little and too late. Drop your story below. Sometimes it's not about winning. It's about holding the line until morning.